Well, hello everyone. Today we're talking about Easy Pelzzy. So it comes in this bubble envelope and you can get it off of Amazon, and we're going to install it on our new CR10S Pro right after this.
Today on LD3D, our episode shout out goes to Easy Pelzzy, removable build bed systems.
Alright, so let's get started installing our Easy Pelzzy build bed system. So if you haven't seen our Wham Bam build bed system, check that link right up at the top. You can check that out as well. But this system is really similar to that. The only difference is this build bed can only go up to temperatures of about 80 degrees. So it's mainly used for PLA or PLA temperatured types of products. So it consists of that magnetic sheet, and on that goes their build bed surface, which already has the magnetic coating on it. We don't have any top coatings on this material because it comes pre-made from the manufacturer. So one less step. So the great thing about this is you can install it either directly to your heated bed or to an auxiliary bed, and that's what we're going to do today. So we have this auxiliary bed that we have for our CR10S Pro, and this bed came from Tiny Machines, and Tiny Machines is where we buy all of our printers. They have superb customer service. But on this build bed, I just put some self-adhesive tape on the back here so that I can tape it down to the building surface so it's not wobbling around. Also, the Easy Pelzzy is not the full size as your build plate. It's only for that exact size for the printing area. So it's 300 by 300 rather than the 310 by 310 like the Wham Bam. So on this, I made some marks to center this exactly where it needs to go. So when we peel off that magnet and put it down, it'll be exactly where we need it. So let me get the tape on the back peeled down, get this set down, and then let's start our installation. Alright, so our first step after we get our plate so that it's not going to slide around, that's what that double stick tape does for us, is to wipe this whole surface down with some isopropyl alcohol. We want to do that because the little fingerprints and things, that'll cause the adhesives to come off. So we want to do that. And we're just going to clean this off. And I used a permanent marker to mark those lines, so they should be just fine with us. Alright, just like that. Now on our magnet, it's actually the thinner of the two, which is interesting, but it feels really strong. It's really flexible as well. So to install this, all we'll do is just peel back about 1.5 inches of the material off the back edge here. Something about like that. Then all we're going to do is line it up on our lines that we set down. Which is a little harder to do than it looks. And once we get that lined up, then it's as easy as rubbing it from the inside center out. Peel back this just a little bit, work it down in sections. Just like this. Make sure that you don't have any air bubbles or any irregularities in it. Work from the center out as well. And I like to do this with my hand because, again, I can feel what's going on and I can feel for those imperfections and work those out. Once you get to the very end, work it on out just like that. And that's as easy as it is to install the Easy Pelzzy magnetic bed onto the build bed surface. So that's pretty easy. And then the Easy Pelzzy just simply goes right on top, just like that. It sticks down, and then it's ready to go. So, alright, so it definitely does have a direction on how the Easy Pelzzy does need to go on. So the direction is really important for the Easy Pelzzy, it seems. So now it's, it's good, it's sitting where it needs to go. So direction of the Easy Pelzzy is important. So what I might do is just mark this somehow so that I know what direction this needs to go on the build bed. That way when it goes back on, it can only go back on one way. So it is directional. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to pull this build bed off. Just open your clips, raise the build bed up slightly, and then disengage it from the rear clips. Just like that. And this build bed comes right off. Now you could install the Easy Pelzzy on one side and keep the Creality on the other side if you want to, if you don't want to do extra build beds. So that's definitely a way to go. So I'm going to peel this up, take these pieces of tape off the back here, make sure we don't have any adhesive residue or anything on the back. If you want to clean this back with some alcohol, you can. I'm just going to lightly wipe it off. Okay. And then we're going to insert this back into our clips, just like that. Do it the right way around here. There we are. So that will install just like that. Our clips come around, just like that. And you're installed on your CR10S Pro. It's that quick and easy, in real time with you guys. So the next step that we have to do is auto bed level again, because we've changed the height of our bed level that's here. So we need the auto bed level, and then we're ready to start printing with the Easy Pelzzy. Alright, it's time for our final thoughts on the Easy Pelzzy build bed. So it consists of their build bed and a magnetic base. The good thing is it's inexpensive. It would be good for a beginner 3D printer that's only going to print PLA. Only PLA. And it is a flexible peel-away build bed, so it gets us away from the putty knives and scrapers that we can injure ourselves with. So that's what I like about the Easy Pelzzy. Now let's talk about the things I don't like. I don't like that it's so cheaply made. I don't like the way that the magnet is only one direction, so you can't just put this down any which way and have it stick. So, I mean, it will literally just pull right off. There's no witness marks on it to tell you which direction it needs to go. So you're constantly trying to figure out which way it goes, and once you do figure it out, I mean, it doesn't just stick. As you can see, it just, so you have to constantly keep trying to turn it until you figure it out, and then trying to line it up, and there's gaps and everything. So that's one of the key things that I don't like about it. This is a build bed off of the Creality 10S Pro. So we all have seen that. I'm going to flip it over so it's going to be easier to see. This is my major concern with this. It is way smaller than the build bed. Now, of course, Creality says it's a 310 by 310 build bed, but the build plate is larger than that, and with the proper firmware that we have for the CR10S Pro from Tiny Machines, we can get that larger build surface area out of it, but you can't because it's not the same size as what it should be for this build plate. It should be the same size as the build plate. So to save a couple of cents, to shrink this up to try and compete in the market, I don't know. I think it should just be a better product. The other major concern that I have about it is, well, the parts stick to this really well. So well, in fact, that they will not come off completely. They leave marks and mars and divots in the surface of this, and even where it lays down its test bead along the side of the bed, it will not come off. Like, it's it's on there. I haven't tried to wipe it down with alcohol to try and get it off, but why am I going to scrub down on a build plate? Would I recommend Easy Pelzzy? I would only recommend Easy Pelzzy in two ways. One is if you are just getting into 3D printing, you're only going to print in PLA, and you want a flexible build bed to remove it so you're not working with a putty knife. That's the first reason why I'd recommend it. The second reason is if you are on an extremely tight budget and you're just trying to get something better than a putty knife. Outside of that, there are much better options than the Easy Pelzzy. I am not happy with the Easy Pelzzy. My recommendations are genuine. This is hard for me to give a bad review, but I do want to shoot it straight. It's a very inexpensive build bed with high expectations. Their website leads you to believe that it's a super build bed, and I just haven't seen it perform the quality. There's a possibility this could be a bad batch, I don't know, but I have two of them, as you can see, and neither one of them works really well on their magnet system. There's no witness marks, and it just did not perform as well as other beds. So I do have another bed install that I have on my YouTube page. I'll put the link up here. That's the one I would highly recommend at this point. But Easy Pelzzy fell way short of my expectations for this, and I only printed PLA on this, and it stuck pretty severely. I mean, you can feel, I'll get a close-up photo of this and show you, but you can feel it, they're ridgy and everything on it. So, well underperformed. And those are my final thoughts on the Easy Pelzzy. I don't recommend this unless you're just starting out and you're only going to print PLA and you don't mind replacing this build bed every so often, because it just gets so over polluted with stuff sticking to it and not coming off correctly. I think they oversell it, and it is not what it's cracked up to be. So those are my final thoughts on the Easy Pelzzy. Again, these are my thoughts. The Easy Pelzzy was gifted to us to do a review. However, I have not been paid to make this review. This is an honest, unbiased review of the Easy Pelzzy. It was simple to apply, simple to get onto the build bed. It is too small, and things are sticking to it and not removing off completely. These are the issues that I have faced, and I don't know if I'm alone in this or if other people have the same issues. So leave your comments below, and we'll get back to you and answer your comments and questions. Also, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. That way we can continue doing product reviews and bringing you the unbiased, honest truth on the products that we review, regardless if they are gifted to us like the Easy Pelzzy, or if we buy them, or if the manufacturers send them to us to do a paid review on them. When we do that, we will always tell you straight out that that's what it was, but I will always give an unbiased opinion on my results with a specific product. And with that being said, enjoy your 3D printing, and bye for now.